Good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight to learn more about my Advanced Design Seminar project, VR Expeditions, the Catskill Reservoir, and Aqueduct Systems. I am a second-year student in the Mallet program here at SUNY Empire. While I am not a teacher, I specialize in human-centered design and emerging technologies that can aid and enhance the learning experience. I hold a bachelor's in science and integrated communications and associates in graphic design and technologies. I have been working for an environmental engineering firm for the last 5 years as their designer and communications lead. I reside in the Catskills, approximately 2 miles away from where our journey takes us tonight. That is part of the reason I chose this topic for the expedition, but also because I felt that it was an important topic to touch on because of its historical significance. New York City's vast watershed is enriched with historic significance, engineering obstacles, achievements, and natural wonder. Its remote and secure location of over 100 miles north of New York City, coupled with its expansiveness of over 125 miles of land, makes physically visiting and learning about the watershed system difficult and inaccessible. Through the creation of a virtual reality digital expedition experience using Google Poly Expedition Tour Creator, junior high students will be able to engage with the watershed environment, experiencing the sights of the reservoirs, aqueducts, and additional systems of the New York City watershed system through a multimodal and interactive experience. With the immersion of 360-degree imagery, digital storytelling methods, and virtual reality technology, students can take a virtual reality field trip from the comforts of their own classroom. This VR expedition takes students on a journey through one of America's biggest marvels in engineering, the Catskill Reservoir and Aqueduct water system, part of New York City's water supply system. Students will be traveling virtually over 100 miles northwest of the city to discover the path the water travels down to the city from the Catskill Mountains. This VR expedition is a multimodal, interactive, engaging, and designed to replicate a real expedition. Students are given gear, a field guide, and a journal, and use briefing and debriefing time to review the mission of the expedition and their own personal experiences. Teachers serve as a guide in the expedition, helping to assist and lead discussions on what each student experienced during the virtual reality expedition. Teachers begin at the Teacher's Guide to VR Expeditions, located on the Digital Expeditions website. Teachers can learn more about what they'll need to acquire in order to conduct the tour, along with goals and assessments for learning and the resources needed to access and guide the tour. Each expedition requires an Android or PC device, any device that can access Google Poly VR. The students should also have a Bluetooth headset for the audio. VR cardboard viewers are optional, but can bring a significantly more robust and realistic feeling to the tour. Devices should fit the cardboard if cardboard's being used. Each student will be given a field guide that serves as a student's guide and journal for each scene in the VR trip. This is downloadable at the Teacher's Guide page. Students can read the script from the narration audio in the guide for accessibility best practices and will write and record their experiences in the guide for each scene of the tour. This guide helps the students prepare and navigate through the expedition. It contains an introduction page, a gear guide, and a base camp page to brief about their mission. Base camp is where every mission starts and ends. In addition, every student will keep a detailed journal about each scene they experience. in order to contribute to a debriefing conversation held with their instructors and classmates at the end of the expedition back at base camp. The VR trip is made up of 14 scenes. Each scene contains a 360-degree image that can function as an immersive VR experience, such as wearing the VR viewer and moving the student's head around to change the view inside the scene. It can also be accessed from a PC and controlled with a mouse, as you see here. Each scene contains a narrator speaking about what the student is experiencing in the scene and its significance. In addition, background noises, such as the streets of New York, raging waterfalls, and winds on top of the mountain, play as background audio to enhance the overall feeling of realness. Each scene builds on the previous storyline, just like a storyboard, guiding the students through the Catskill Reservoir system, using methods of interactive digital storytelling in collaboration with virtual reality. This helps create an immersive experience that takes advantage of emerging technologies to provide a tool that helps convey complex concepts in an intuitive and playful way. Students guide themselves through the tour by advancing through each slide and referencing their field guide as a resource. The tools available in Google allow the student to pace themselves through the guide, through the expedition, replay a scene as needed, and adjust distractions such as background noises and audio as they need for the best experience individually. In addition, the field guide serves as another tool in accessibility to help provide the text for the narration played in each scene so the student can go back and read along. The use of interactive digital storytelling for educational purposes has been noted to have positive impacts. Coralyn et al. States that children in particular are enthusiastic and stimulated, and in addition that interactive digital storytelling provides a safe and empowering space for cross-collaboration and learning, especially when virtual reality is used. Although each student will experience the VR expedition individually, there's still an important component of group interaction with the briefing and debriefing conversations before and after the expedition. I believe that projects such as mine will help people have experiences that they wouldn't otherwise have due to accessibility issues, financial constraints, etc. Virtual reality for education has significant benefits for education that I believe we'll see more and more of as material gets published and developed. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you have any feedback or questions, please feel free to reach out to me at coralynloomis@gmail.com. Thank you.